Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for joining me for another Plan With Me video. Happy Saturday. Today I am in my dashboard layout. I use this one for social media, so if you'd like to see what I'm gonna do, stick around. Hey Chappy fam, how's it going? I hope you're having a good start to your weekend. I know I am, and I am excited to be back in my planner. This is going to be the first spread I've created since I'm back from our magical trip to Disney, which was absolutely amazing and far exceeded my expectations, which were already high. So if you have it within your means, because it is not cheap, I highly recommend it. It is so incredible. But today I'm planning for the 30th through the 5th. I'm back to real life, experiencing all the Disney blues, but glad to be playing with my stickers and back in my craft room. So I will be using a bunch of stickers from Allie's shop and a couple from Katelyn Plans. So I have abstract doodles and abstract shapes from According to Allie and her Lavendar Alcohol Inks. I've from Katelyn's shop have Trendy Quotes and Dalmatian dots. And the other lavender, or the other alcohol ink, I just got this one in from Allie's new release, is this bubblegum shade of pink, because I had a bunch of pinks, but none that I thought would go just right with the Trendy Quotes sheet. So I had orchid, bright maybe works, and coral maybe, and peach, but I am going to use some of the bubblegum. So, and then I have Katelyn's Dalmatian dots as well. I'm not sure who's on Katelyn's team right now for you to get a code. But if you check out her Instagram and just put in like the hashtag Katelyn Plans rep, you'll be able to see different reps that currently are active for her and use one of their codes to save if you shop through her Etsy shop. And then Allie, I have a link below. It's an affiliate link, and then Gen 10 will save you 10% on your order from her. So back to life, back to reality. That's the way it goes, right? So I'm gonna have a couple. I'm using the new 2.0 spring boxes sticker book from Mojo Jojo Plans, which is already fallen apart, which is kind of a bummer. Like the whole inside piece is sort of started to come off of the outside, but that's kind of the way it goes, I think, sometimes. So I like to have some sections over here for my reels, and then this one section will be my to-do list. So I'm just gonna use, I think I'm gonna do, actually, I also have washi. I have this Spotty Dotty washi from Allie. I think I'm gonna do a cluster in this top corner. That could be fun. And first the paper has to go down because the alcohol ink stickers can go over the paper I think pretty easily. We'll find out here in a second. Let's see. So then if I take, yeah, this will be able to go right over the top, but I think I'm going to cut it. Put it this way. And then I need my silicone mat. Hold on. I have my Ranger silicone mat, and it's awesome because you can put stickers down on it and pick them right back up, and they do not stick. All right, so I have Allie's alcohol ink, and then let's see. Let me put the box first. And then, let's see, maybe this little star. How about these crosshatch marks? Yeah, that's really fun. Ooh, this is gonna be a wild one. Buckle up, friends. I do want to bring in a little bit of purple, I think. Let's see. So sometimes I like to do the cutting or the trimming of the alcohol ink or the clear sticker on the paper if I can. So I'm just sort of playing around right now to see how it would look to do this, and I like it. So I'm just going to cut it right on the paper. And that way I don't have to worry about pulling it off and having it stick to something that I don't want it to. And gorgeous. That is so pretty. Okay, and then I'm gonna need a couple of boxes to notate reels. This one will be just my to-dos. Let's see, there was purple in here that was like a perfect match. See, the sheets just come right out. That's a bummer. Okay. Is this the first page or this one? So, reel number 1. This one's higher. All right, and then I'll use black. I have 2 of these, and I don't know. This is the, yeah, this is the one I want. The other one I've used up all of these boxes. I have schmutz on my paper. Reel number 2. Looks about even-ish. Okay. It's a little bit crazy, so I think I'm gonna do it's gonna come like this. And this one. Whoops. And then, let's see what else. Okay, I'm gonna do this big purple zigzag. This is an older release from back when I was on Katelyn's rep team, but I really like it. And I didn't really quite know when to use it because I was like, I'm more of a seasonal planner, and I always get thrown off when I have like a different type of theme. And so I was like, oh no, what do I do with these? But they're gonna be perfect for right now. It's kind of like, you know, we're getting about a foot of snow today. So I will be very excited to have some pops of color in my planner. This might be too big for over here. Let me see. Use this one maybe. It's kind of funky, right? Except if I was smart, I would have put it down first. I wonder if it can go, well, okay, so it's gonna like pop up just slightly underneath the box. And then I'm gonna use one of, I think one of these pieces right here. It's kind of wild. That's looking cute. I'm sorry if I'm not like super chatty because I'm like totally focused since I feel like when I've stepped away from this for a couple days, I'm like, whoa, what do I do? You know, like I feel a little bit out of sorts, out of practice. So let's see. Let me label my sections. Okay. And then down here, I tend to just be decorative. Could do like a big quote for sure. I do think I want some more dots over here as well. Let's see. All right, well, I managed to sort of do it, so. We're just gonna go with that. Okay. And then I have this huge quote. This can definitely go down here. You are capable of amazing things. And then I just ripped this sticker, but it's gonna be okay. Okay, that's cool. Love that for me. That makes sense there. How about some more Dalmatian spots? I'm trying to see how I can fit these in, sort of like a puzzle or like Tetris with stickers. So much fun. Speaking of so much fun, yeah, our trip was insane. It was, we did all 4 parks in 3 days and walked like 20,000 steps per day, 10 miles a day. And yeah, my feet, wow. Woo-wee, they were not happy with me, let me tell you. But honestly, it was so amazing. The trip was incredible. Yeah, I would do it all over again. And in fact, I want to, but, you know, money doesn't grow on trees, apparently. Like, what? So I guess we have to like save if we want to do this again. My husband's like, you should just get a second job. And I'm like, I can't because I'm PTA president. So that is my second job, except I don't get paid. So it's like, what the heck did you sign up for that for? I'm like, I don't know. For the kids, okay? For the kids, dang it. It's always for the kids, right? Right. But yeah, it's just, it's like, ooh. Yeah, that was a little bit pricey. We definitely spent more than we thought we would, but we did do 2 character dining experiences, and those are very, very expensive. I think dinner is, it depends where you go, but at least for us, dinner was like $60 an adult, $40 for under 10, and breakfast wasn't much cheaper. But the food was good. I'm not going to say it was like the best food I've ever had. It was definitely good, but you're paying for the character experience where, you know, certain characters come to your table, and it depends on what restaurant you've chosen to go to, which characters will be there. So before we left, I was trying to get reservations, and I didn't learn all this until like a month and a half before we were leaving. And I was like, oh man, like, how am I going to make reservations at these places? So I did manage to get a couple of reservations, but they weren't at places like what our number 1 choices would have been. And so I was like, once we get there, I'm going to just see, because a lot of people in the Walt Disney World tips and tricks group say, don't worry, like when you get there, start looking again and you'll be surprised what pops up, because people drop their reservations, plans change, things get canceled, yada, yada, yada. So I definitely did that. And I was like, what? Like, so we were able to get our 2 #1 like most desired places. Well, Nora didn't know about them, but I did, and that was going to be my like surprise to her. So we booked Ohana, which is the Polynesian resort, which is one of Walt Disney's like, you know, fancy resorts, and it was to meet Lilo and Stitch, and then Mickey and Pluto were also there, which was awesome. And then I don't know what's happening here. It's like a mess. And then I think it's this that's throwing me off. So I canceled reservations that we had so we could go there instead. And then the next day we had reservations at Topolino's, which is like the best breakfast apparently, but we really wanted Nora to be able to meet all the princesses at the princess dining, character dining experience, which was in Norway, in Epcot. So we got that. And so we canceled Topolino's, which was like kind of sad, but if we ever go back, I'd like to try that. But we did get to meet Mickey on several different occasions. So it was like, I guess not the biggest deal. So yeah, that was, it was really, really amazing. I don't know, there's just like, it sounds so stupid, but it is truly magical. Like there's just something about being there. It's sort of like, it kind of reminded me, the way I described it to my husband, I was like, honestly, it kind of reminds me of Vegas, where like time stands still and you're not in real life, because you're not. And, you know, like for us, at least, the customer service was amazing, and we had great interactions with all the cast members, and like we couldn't say enough good things about it. So definitely want to go back. I'm feeling, you know, withdrawal already. But I know it's not like something you just do on a whim, at least not for us, because it's so expensive. But yeah, just wow, what an amazing, amazing experience. And I hope Nora remembers at least most of it for the rest of her life. And one thing we weren't prepared for that was so much fun, that we didn't think would be, not that we didn't think it would be, we just didn't know it would be as fun as it was going around and meeting all the characters and getting their autographs. She had so much fun getting their autographs, which was so adorable to watch. So highly recommend if it's within your means. Saying that, realizing it is a very expensive, privileged trip to be able to take. Okay. But I'm like already like, how can we go back? Do I have to sell a kidney? I do it, you know, like that's where I'm at. That's how much I loved it. There was something about it that was like healing for me. I don't even know why or how, it just was. And yeah, I am like, will forever be a fan. And she was like the perfect age too, because, whoops, you know, she's 7, she just turned 7, but she's super tall. She's just a foot shorter than me already. So she's 4'3", which I'm like, what? How? And then, but that meant she was tall enough to go on like all the rides, and there wasn't, you know, anything that was like, she loves thrill rides, which is awesome, but she was petrified. I had to take her screaming and kicking off of the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run ride, because there's a character in the beginning whose name I can't remember, but he's like, if you watch Star Wars, he's from like, he looks like a pirate kind of, and he has these weird like horn tentacle things coming out of his face, and she looked up and saw him, and the lights were flashing and they were red, so she thought it was blood, and she lost her mind, like completely lost her mind. And I had to carry her like off the ride. I let my husband go on it, and I think she would have really liked it because it was like a simulation ride and she likes stuff like that, but there was no convincing her after that. It was like, that's it. I think I'm gonna put this one in the middle down here. And then I'm gonna put this big one up on the top corner. Make today a good day. I'm gonna put this one up here. And then, yeah, now I can just get back to like layering and playing, which is like my favorite. So that poor Nora, that was such a, what happened? That was such a traumatic thing for her to experience. I felt so bad. All right, so this is a really big piece, but I think I can tuck it over here. I don't do too much on the weekends as far as like planning goes. So, and then Mondays I have to go into my office for work. So like, I'm not going to need that space to track anything, if that makes sense. Okay, so I think this one, I'm just going to cut down the middle. I'm going to use some of it down here. I should have put that down first and then the alcohol ink. Oops. I keep doing that. Like, it's hard for me to plan and talk at the same time, clearly. Okay. I haven't used these, but I don't think I'm going to, only because of the Dalmatian spots. I think it might just be a little bit, well, it's already all too much, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, so I don't know why, but I want this. To sort of look like it's coming up behind that, and then maybe I can use this piece up here somewhere. Yeah. I'm not using the full circle because I like the way that these sort of mimic a rainbow type shape, like the arch, which is, you know, what I'm kind of going for with these abstract rainbow pieces. And then just one more, and then I think this one's gonna have to come down here. So much fun to layer these, by the way. All right, so what else do we have? Oh, goodness, I want to go back. Comment down below. Have you been to Disney? What was your favorite thing? What was your favorite park? What rides didn't you get on that you wanted to try? Did you have any terrible experiences? Like, I hope not, but, you know, I'm here for all the tea, so let me know. It was just like, yeah. Even the room, like, it was just, we just stayed at the value resorts, like at the movies one, and it was like honestly amazing. So, I mean, the rooms are tiny, but it's like, who cares? We literally slept in them and used the shower, and that was it. So, and they were like so cheap, and my husband was like, next time if we come back, and I was like, yes, keep talking like that. Keep that mentality. But it was like, if we come back, I want to stay for a week and just spend some downtime and like chill days at the resort and like going to Disney Springs and stuff. And we were supposed to do Disney Springs on day one, like Sunday. We were supposed to get there at 1:30, but our plane took like 3 hours on just sitting on the runway because the air conditioning broke or something. Oh gosh, it was awful. Nora took it like a champ. She was like just excited to be on a plane. She really didn't care that much, but I was very impatient. I was more impatient than she was, for sure. So that was like a bummer. But so we didn't get there until like close to dinner time, because by the time we picked up the rental car and like we flew Allegiant Air, which is like dirt cheap, but takes an hour. Like it doesn't fly you right into the Orlando airport. You have to drive like about 45 minutes to an hour to like Disney World. So we rented a car because it was cheaper than like having an Uber, which was our original plan. And so, yeah, so we Ubered, or we didn't Uber, we rented the car and then, you know, drove. So by the time we got there, it was like dinner time. And so we like unpacked and then just walked over, like, and kind of walked around the grounds to see the hotel and like all the different fun parts of it, which there were so many. And that was really it. And then we went to bed. Although I was up till midnight, like kind of planning out our next day. And there's definitely a learning curve, like if you've never been, like with the genie and booking rides and all that stuff. So I feel like I researched for hours and should have some sort of like, I don't know, commemorative degree for like figuring out Disney by myself and not having like a travel agent, or like, even though I think they're free, like you can get assistance, but I didn't. And yeah, there was a lot. It was a lot, but it was a lot of fun. And I like I said, I want to do it again. So couldn't have been that bad, right? If I'm like already trying to figure out how we can go back. I just don't know. It was so pricey. I don't want to say how much we spent on the 3.5 days that we were there, but and we did it on a budget. Like, so if you really, then we splurged on some things. Like we got preferred parking and, you know, we did those character dining experiences. You don't have to do those things. And, you know, it all depends on what your family, you know, might be into. But if you are curious and you want to know like more details, you can definitely DM me on Instagram, and I'm like super open about pretty much everything in my life, and I'm happy to chat with you guys, especially because you guys are my Chappy fam. So feel free, hit me up over there, fire away, ask all the questions. This is out of control. Like, I don't even know what's going on, but we're just going with it, is what's happening. It's wild, like me. I'm basically trying to use up all of these like rainbow-esque type doodles. And then, yeah, I think that might be, I just need to try. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh no, this lightning bolt. I don't know, it just feels so rando. I'm sorry, lightning bolt, but that's where you're going. I can't figure out a better place to put you. And everybody here is bored of watching me talk now. And watching me plan and listening to me talk. See, words are hard. Planning is hard. Stickering is hard. I'm just falling apart. It's the Disney blues. It's affecting my ability to sticker. Seriously, Disney blues, real thing. I have a reel, speaking of reel, with some of our photos from our trip that I just shared yesterday. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you should be, because I definitely post stuff over there that does not make it to the YouTubes. Like I said, I am like, you can be all up in my DMs. I will chat. As long as you're not a total creeper, which I've definitely had some creepers. Like legit, hey, can I be your sugar daddy? And me being like, after I brush my teeth from vomiting in my mouth, like instant block. Like, do not respond, do not, you know, engage, abort mission. Like, no, you're a creeper. Anyway, I didn't even use the Spotty Dotty Washi, but I think that's because this is wild enough. I did manage to use all of the decorative stickers from Katelyn Plans sheet. I still have a lot of stickers left from Allie, which is exciting because I love these little abstract shapes and doodles, and I love the alcohol inks. So this is my yummy, yummy spread. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I love it. I hope you like it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so then you won't miss any more of my shenanigans. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, friends. Take care, and remember that you are enough. Bye-bye.